everyone, welcome back to the latest episode from F1 2020 My Team Minardi. And very quickly, just before we dive into anything exciting, I was just thinking at what we could or couldn't do in terms of improving stuff. So I was going to give Delatraz some experience in the simulator. And then I was looking around at what I wanted to have a look at next for improvements. And I thought, do you know what, let's give the marketing team some love and let's slightly increase the positive effects of team activities. Now, my thought there is that that will then in theory be able to boost all of the stat improvements that we get from these things by when we answer questions, and it makes them all be very happy and all of that kind of stuff, instead of being a 5% increase of morale and stuff like that. I'm assuming it pushes it higher. We'll soon find out. But that'd be nice to get a marketing team up and running. Then I was going to take a quick look at the R&D. Now again, we're looking at how many points do we need to play with to enable any kind of improvement, so to speak. The only place where we can do something would be in chassis or potentially the reliability side of stuff. I was thinking, so I was going to focus probably on the reliability side of stuff because it's only the 500 points. It's nothing too exciting or grand, but I was going to just wait until... Oh, do you know what? Actually, no. I'm talking absolute trash. Let's advance time.
Our new parts have been completed without issue. They'll be on the car ready for the next race weekend.
And that makes me happy because then we can dive in here and let's go straight in with the fuel efficiency improvement here. It's only got a 21% failure rate and it's going to be done with an 18% build time decrease. So it'll be ready after the Russian Grand Prix, basically. So that's a good little speedy increase, which I'm happy with. Oh, well, there we go. AlphaTauri there, really on the improvement side of stuff as well. So that's great. It's advanced time, and I'm going to go off and practice, and I'll catch you on the other side. Hey everyone, welcome back after practice, and practice went relatively well. I don't think we've quite got the pace that I think the team thinks we have. That's probably more coded than I mean that to be. Are we all pending? Yes, we are. Great, great, great. But yeah, things seem to be looking okay. I was going to spend some resource points, but then I thought, let's wait and see what the old regulation changes are all about. But yeah, we aren't looking too bad. If you can see there, Alfa Romeo and AlphaTauri have closed down on Racing Point. Red Bull have closed down on Ferrari. Mercedes still well out front. But look at how Renault and McLaren are now both behind. Haas have kind of fallen away slightly from them, and then Williams further back. So it is starting to fall into a development hierarchy, which is quite interesting. So let's dive into Russia for the quali. It's going to be dry for both. Nice. I'm not a fan of this Russian circuit at all. And one of the things that makes it really annoying for me is that there's a couple of apexes, notably the right-hand turn after Sector 1 finishes. Ooh, checking out my data. Got a massive nose. Checking out my stoofs. 6.4 on the old wings. 25. User suspension-ish. Brakes. And tyres low on the rears because I seem to chew through the rears quite a bit around here. And it's a weird circuit because I just feel lost and slightly bored around it because it's just meh. And it's got a couple of decent corners on it, but they seem to be like turn 3 is interesting, but there's not much for you to do in it, if that makes sense. I trip up occasionally on the first chicane, which is fine. Oh, sorry. Is that Kvyat? Yeah. On your home race as well. Oh, I thought I was going to spank it out of the wall then. That would have been awkward. I mean, you can go past there, Daniel, that's fine, but that felt a bit needless. So as a result, what I seem to find is that I can have a lap where I'm really in the flow and it all comes together and I'm actually really quite okay. And I reckon that could potentially be a top 15 grid slot. Then there's other laps where I just seem to be 7 or 8 tenths off just because I can't hook it together. And I can't really, like, I just have no consistency around here, and I think it's because I don't find that the track has a rhythm or a flow that interests me at all. Like this corner is interesting-ish, and then I always get it wrong coming out of here, and then I keep on actually, like I've just done there, spanking it over the curbs. So yeah, who knows where we're going to end up in quali, but let's see. Go, go, go! Plus the AI like to crash into each other around that turn 1 kink. Not great. It's this corner, it always, because I can't see where the curb is. And there we are, running out wide. Unsurprising. This is going to be one of those weird laps that I have by the looks of it. And it all unravelled. At the first corner, to be fair, but it kind of unravelled at the end of Sector 1 where I started turning in because that was terrible. Not a great lap, Simon.
You've fallen down the order. You're now in P7.
Session update.
Quick position rundown for you. The current top 5 are Hamilton, Kvyat, Ocon, Giovinazzi and Gasly. So just ahead of us in this session at the moment are Giovinazzi, Gasly and Grosjean. And we're in front of Ricciardo, Norris and Vettel. Currently the fastest lap is a 1 minute 32.0.
Doing that weird after you rubbish.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
No, Pierre. Not a good start. That'll be behind George Russell, I think, in the Williams. Probably get ahead of Latifi and probably Delatraz. But 20th on the grid is not quite what I had in mind. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, Delatraz is ahead. So
Our best lap so far is a 1:34.7.
Sector 1 was a bit meh. Sector 2 I knew that was where I buggered. So I know that there's time to be found there. Sector 3 was okay. Right, let's get out there immediately. Oh, we've got this. There we go. I've worked out how to get round this tyre problem bug now. Stupid game. Right. Take 2. It takes 2 to tango, baby. I recently unlocked the digital gloves, actually, to go with the rest of the digital livery and outfit. But when I tried them on, I found them distracting because they didn't have the same lines that I'm used to with the gradient pattern. So I took them back off again. It's funny what you get used to, isn't it? In the same way that I struggle with certain steering wheels. Ooh, Latifi's ahead of Russell. Session update.
Here's the top 5 cars as things stand. Hamilton, Leclerc, Verstappen, Vettel and Albon. Okay, so as for the cars around us, just ahead are Grosjean, Magnussen and Delatraz. The fastest lap at this point in time is a 1:32.0.
Alright, let's go, go, go. I wonder if that would be considered a cut.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
In other circles. Okay, that's a much better sector 1 though. Ah, well deep though. Oh, we've just lost it all again. I hate that corner so much. Right, let's try and calm it down. That's better there. But it's confused. I always find that like braking super early for that corner helps in terms of lap time, but it seems so counterintuitive. Alright, that's better. So we made one bugger up. But we're in with the Alphas and the McLarens. Who are only there because of their stats of their drivers, I think. So you'd imagine Norris and Giovinazzi can leapfrog us. Might be able to leapfrog the two Haas's and stay ahead of them. There must be someone else down there, either a Stroll or Alpha Tauri, I'd imagine. Or it could be Ocon actually in the Renault, because Ocon was right at the back of almost all three practice sessions in like 19th or 20th for no particular reason. So they just programmed him to not like the circuit. That's something I kind of miss actually. I remember with the PC on Grand Prix 2, 3, 4, when you used to be able to use Grand Prix Edit, and you'd be able to put in race-specific performance values so that you could tweak certain tracks. So if you thought that drivers would do better at certain tracks or something like that against their actual like car performance versus their HP, not HP. They're, well, HP for horsepower, but they'd have the horsepower stats, then like driver grip, and then it'd be like a variant range, wouldn't there? Always good fun. Oh, those were the days. So Grosjean's 18. Oh, it's Gasly. Fair enough. Daniel Kvyat on home soil, going well in at 8th in the Alpha Tauri. Might score some points on home soil. Ooh, moves up to 7th. Juicy. That shows track evolution, doesn't it? All of the sparks going on, Christ. Grosjean just finishing off his. Yeah. Not great there. You can see that the Haas is, in terms of actual ability to keep up, fallen off the back. I was hoping that Williams would be able to try and keep up some kind of performance momentum to keep them with the rest of the field. Maybe that might change for season 2. Out everyone comes. There's Louis. Go on, Louis. Already better than Latifi in the stand-ins. Not quite doing a Jordan King though, which is a worry because this car is now technically better. So you should be.
Our best lap so far is a 1:33.5. Checks complete. We're ready.
I mean, fine. Ooh. We're just going to play that game. Really? I mean, it is very K-Mag, but strap it. Strap it now. Oh, I was so busy looking at what he was doing. Not doing that. Not dealing with that. There we go. And K-Mag frightens you off the road. Rip. We'll soon see for Grosjean and Kvyat if that's going to work, going early or not. Nice. That was less nice. See what I mean though? I can't hook up the perfect lap. Maybe it's just inherent. Ugh. 16. Ho hum. There was more for the taking, but not today.
Race, but before we begin, let's have a quick look at those who will be fronting the grid. Bottas, Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton. Goodbye for now then, but we're really just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
Perez now best of the rest, now that McLaren are starting to fall away in the development run here. Perez, Kvyat doing really well for AlphaTauri. Alfa Romeo's doing all right. Norris really suffering with that McLaren drop away, considering they always put him a few tenths behind Sainz. Then the two Houses, Delatraz ahead of Latifi, ahead of Russell. Interesting. But that, I think, is an okay-ish win for me. That one. I'll take it. We aren't going to beat Albon. It's a miracle it's that close at the moment. The tiniest Chima claim. Yay! Oh, Carl! So swappy. Okay. 7, we're not doing any of that. We've got all of that sorted. Right, let's get going. Nice and simple on the old weather. I don't see too much being different on the strategy either. I think we'll just go with the rest and see if we can muscle our way up some positions, perhaps by, I don't know, being slightly more consistent than we were in quali. I don't think much will happen though. We'll see, we'll see. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Burr, burr, burr.
Welcome along then to Sochi and the Russian Grand Prix, one of 8 cities in the world to play host to both the Olympics and a Formula One race. It's a Grand Prix that's proven difficult to crack for anyone beyond the first 2 rows of the grid in recent years, so let's see if that can change today. Built on the shores of the Black Sea, the Sochi Autodrome is a 3.6-mile tour around some of the venues built for the 2014 Winter Olympic Games. Close barriers may make overtakes more challenging, but with 56% of the lap taken absolutely flat out, we certainly won't be wanting for pure speed. A fitting arena then to do battle at the pinnacle of motorsport.
I beg to differ.
With me today, of course, is Anthony Davidson. Let's start by getting your take on Daniel Ricciardo. As ever, the threat of unreliability is never far away, and indeed they'll be starting out of position today due to a power unit component change. So it's going to be a difficult task to move forward from there.
Everyone has to deal with penalties or reliability issues from time to time throughout their career. You just have to suck up the pain and get on with the job at hand. Today isn't about performing a miracle to put the car back where it should be. It's about effective damage limitation.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Valtteri Bottas lines up on pole position, with Charles Leclerc alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Vettel, Max Verstappen and Albon, Perez, Kvyat, Sainz and Esteban Ocon, Stroll, Raikkonen, Antonio Giovinazzi and Gasly, Smith, Norris, Kevin Magnussen and Roman Grosjean. Delatraz, Ricciardo, they'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Latifi and George Russell ends our grid lineup. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out. Then let's see who can prevail today.
Okay. Let's see what are we going to do. Yeah, leave it as it is. Leave it as it is. Let's go. I don't trust the cars round that first corner. Oh, Grosjean! Look at that! Did we all survive? Oh, Norris! Side by side with Kimmy. Nope, he's through. Stroll is having a right ding-dong with Giovinazzi. That's great stuff up ahead. It's kind of slowing us all down, but that's going to work for me, thank you. Power on through.
Alright, we're looking good so far.
Oh. I couldn't quite do it. Well, that was a nutcase first lap. Be interested to see what they do, how Grosjean gets on, because you can see he's up there in 11th. It's just tantalisingly close to the points for Haas yet again. Giovinazzi holding up Stroll may well be a big boon for him. And it's been at least 2 races, or at least a race since Vettel retired, so maybe that's why we need to do that as well. Oh, a bit wonky there. We don't have the pace at all. Whichever Mercedes that is out front is redonkulous.
DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
This might be Grosjean's downfall. We can't keep up with Sainz, surely. Christ, can you hear the audio really distorting as we brake for turn 1, as if it's bouncing off the walls and it can't cope? Wash of the effect.
Okay, we've got plenty of energy. Use the overtake button and have a go.
I'm trying. This feels like it's going to be carnage. Ho 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 ho! Wow, we just lose out so much. There's Giovinazzi going for Grosjean. And he's through. Ah, I can't quite do it. Sorry, Lance. You were backed up behind him.
Leclerc approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
Oh wow, Stroll and Gasly got past Grosjean. And Gasly gets past Stroll. Yeah, well, that's ruined that for everyone. Because that is 13th to 20th in a giant line, because I can see Delatraz right at the end of that.
Catching the car ahead by around 0.5 a lap. We're leading our teammate by 5.1 seconds.
I can't work out if we're closing down on signs at all or not. It doesn't feel like we are. Mainly because Perez is holding up that train. That wasn't helpful.
Let's box this lap.
Oh, that was terrible. I didn't mean to. I did not mean to. I wasn't even looking to overtake. That was just me getting sucked up in the dirty air. See? undercut you.
Are you alright there? Don't worry about the mistake, just focus on the rest of the race.
Huh? Bit late there, mate. Come on, Delatraz. Is he battling with the rest of the field?
Go, go, go. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
Okay, let's Rich 3 it. See what we can do. Impressed with Daniel Kvyat there. He's kept ahead of Sainz by quite some margin, actually.
We pretty much burned off our excess fuel. We'll be back on target soon. Don't wait too long to turn the engine down.
I'm sure we will. Ah, this does feel slower.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Nice flat spot.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button more.
Oh, so Giovinazzi didn't pit that lap. Interesting. We have net gained over Gasly though. And net closed a bit on Carlos Sainz.
The gap to the car behind is 4.1 seconds.
Oh, they've caught a Williams up ahead. Oh, Delatraz in this lap as well. Interesting, he went late.
Has boxed for the mediums. Car behind on the medium tyre. Louis is in the pits. Louis in the pits.
He is. Oh, they've gone the reverse strategy. Interesting. There we are, we've leapfrogged Delatraz. Giovinazzi. Oh, that wasn't a good look.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
Teammate status.
Gap to teammate behind is 11.1 seconds. They're on fresh hards. They're in 19th.
Hards? It's the weird strategies again. So he's ahead of K-Mag.
Manage your tyres.
It seems such a weird shout out to give. I've run out of all the gives that I've got to try and catch signs, I think. Signs is out! McLaren's terrible reliability, they're the only ones worse than us, has come to bite them.
Green flag. We're leading our teammate by 14.5 seconds.
Oh, that was weird. It kind of hooked on the curb.
There's only one lap of fuel remaining.
I'm fully aware of that. Keep Giovinazzi inside a second, or outside a second rather.
Our gap to the car in front is 5.0 seconds. This is your final lap of the race.
That was close. Whew. Nearly threw that away.
Take care of the car on the way in.
Me. Well, I'm exceptionally happy with that. Oh, driver of the day 2. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Take a bow, take a bow, take a bow, take a bow.
Yes, another historic win under their belts.
Evil Clay
Well done
Toto.
to the team at Mercedes. So, Anthony, what made the difference out there today?
Well, time management probably played quite a large role in the outcome of this
Did
one.
it?
As
Did
ever,
it?
it's not just about speed, it's all about maintaining that speed consistently over a stint, over a race distance. So being able to keep up the lap times while still being smooth on the controls and gentle on the tyres,
I really like
that's
Lewis's
really where the
helmet.
race was won today.
It
So after a
pops.
magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take top spot. A well-earned victory for Mercedes.
Okay, let's see how that all ended up.
And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. This result narrows the gap between our championship leader and the rest of the standings. Let's focus on the driver of the day.
Oh, it does
Anthony
actually.
Davidson. Who do you pick?
I have to give it to Smith. There was a lot
Cheers.
going on all down the field, but they were the only one who I really felt maximised their potential.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time? Be sure to join us again as we continue to bring you the latest excitement in Formula One.
Well, I feel a bit sorry for Grosjean because he'd done that mega dive up to 11th down at turn 1 from 18th on the grid. That was crazy. And got very quickly shuffled all the way back down to 18th again. No improvement there for Norris. McLaren no points there with Sainz retiring as well. Good run from Ocon to get up to 9. Kvyat doing well, started 8, finished 8. Perez leapfrogging both Red Bulls I think is interesting because he was able to keep them behind. That's him also marching in towards me for best of the rest as well, which I think will be good. Ricciardo did make up some places though, so that was good from him. Delatraz did hold off both Williamses despite the bizarre tyre strategy. Let's take a look there. So Ocon now ahead of Norris. Kvyat ahead of Raikkonen. It's all good there. No changes in the standings. Although Renault now pull away from McLaren with those 2 points and we march 1 point closer to McLaren. I don't see that changing too much though. It was a 2. Ooh, naughty Alfa Romeo and the naughty Ferraris as well. But yeah, Leclerc, softs into hards. And Delatraz. Not Latifi though, I thought Latifi was doing it as well. Weird tyre strategies. Make no sense, especially when you've got that far on the soft tyres. You kind of think, well, it's not as if you've got to like cling it on to the end.
Great work out there today.
Oh,
Let's
hello.
have your thoughts.
Hi.
You really cut your way through the field today. What was your strategy?
Again, let's bumlick the power unit people because if we're going to do a
You're beating
oh
all
trophy, the
expectations.
camera loves you.
Would you say we all underestimated you?
Let's do a team acclaim.
Great. Well, that's everything.
Wonderful. Okay. So how's this looking? So actually 3 versus 3. Oh wow, we had a faster lap than Albon. I suppose he was stuck behind Perez all race. So it's strangely still relatively close. Worrying. Delatraz now up to rank 6, that's good. It's helpful with the combined acclaim. And juicy. Lovely little bonus there. I didn't damage anything. Delatraz did again. Tusk Tusk. That puts us back over 2 million, which is lovely. Lets us spend a little bit, doesn't it, next time round? So, thank you very much for watching. I think that's going to be the end of this episode. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 5 races to go. I expect next round we'll be looking at changes and stuff. We'll soon find out. Join us again. Take care. Bye bye.